Welcome to the To Be Determined podcast. We're two 20-some-year-olds who just want to bitch. I'm almost 30. Okay, actually, it fucking tripped me out the other day, dude. I'm gonna be 29 this year, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Damn, dude, you're going on 30 pretty soon. You're gonna be like an adult.
It happened.
That you can't be partying anymore. Like you're gonna get drunk. You're gonna be hungover. You're gonna feel like shit the rest of your life. You know, you got a solid 30 years left.
Yeah, honestly, so it's about like midlife. I want to say, like,
Yeah,
I feel like
it's. I mean,
30 is a pretty decent time to call it.
it's about time for your midlife crisis. You about to go buy a motorcycle. You know, you almost did already.
I almost did. Yeah, I bought a new car.
So yeah, exactly. So next year you're gonna buy the motorcycle because you'll be having your crisis. You just want to live your life to the fullest. You know, you'll cheat on the wife and kids.
Yep, I'm gonna cheat on my kids with another family.
You're gonna have another family waiting for you.
Hell yeah! Oh, yo, everybody that I know is getting new cars. Like everyone that I know. I don't know why.
It's just that time of year to get new cars. You know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I want a new car.
Are you leasing or are you actually like getting it financed?
It's financed.
Okay. Alien, please. Hey, thanks for the fucking sub, Mouse. Okay.
Mouse, thank you for the sub. Thank you for interrupting the fucking podcast. Stop looking
That's
at
what
chat.
I'm saying, bro.
Get
What do you mean?
Patrick does need another dog to put the other dog away.
Dude, I do. Honestly, like I can't fully say how I feel about it because my girlfriend watches the VODs or like whenever it goes up on YouTube. So I'm just
she's gonna well now you brought it up, she's gonna question you about it. What do you say, Pat?
I'll tell her in person. I just don't want to tell like the chat, honestly.
You just gotta tell her before the podcast goes up, before she watches it. You're like, honey, there's something I need to tell you.
We need to talk about this.
I don't like the dog.
Pretty much, dude. I got like pissed off last night because I'm like on the verge. You know what's like the worst? When you're on the verge of falling asleep.
Why is Andy's hair brighter than his beard? Because my beard is like stubble. It's not even like there. It's just stubble.
He dyed his hair red.
Yeah, I'm actually ginger.
Right.
Also, the lights are above me. The lights are like this way, you know?
I need some confirmation from the chat. Yo, did I talk about my LA trip on our last episode? Because I feel like we did.
Because I know I talked about my LA trip.
I know you talked about yours, but I feel like I talked about mine.
Patrick, I'm telling Patrick has lost his damn mind. We haven't had a podcast in like 2 months. And yet he's out here. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
He told me, but he didn't talk about it.
I think I'm just associating it. Okay, you're right.
Well, first off, let's talk about where the podcast has been, okay?
All right. So, like, I guess I'll start out real quick. So we haven't done one in a minute because I've just been depressed, just heavily overworked, heavily sad. You know, I'm just fucking.
Sometimes he ties his headphone cables around his neck and then just tries to jump, but he's.
Sometimes, and like I'll call Andy to do it. I'm like, I shouldn't, but like, what if I did?
I'm gonna jump.
I'm gonna jump from my computer floor.
He lifts it to full height so you can actually just hang. But yeah, and then he went to LA, and then he came back, and our schedules didn't line up because I would work like Fridays, and it was all kind of confusing.
Yeah, so like this has been a great time for us to. This is like the first time we're both like we have time to do this, so we'll try to figure out a more consistent schedule. But a lot has happened since the last episode, I guess. So we'll talk about like.
Let's talk about your LA trip because you went to LA. I told you about mine. Let's hear about your trip to California.
This trip was 100% like debauchery. It was degeneracy all around. There was drugs, there was alcohol, there was someone dying for 5 days who's actually going to be visiting on Monday. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So they didn't die, is what you're saying?
They didn't, but like okay, so I have a Canadian friend who was visiting around the same time. So we planned this out so we could just like, you know, merge the two trips together. And fucking like the first day after the first meal, homie was fucking vomiting, like violently vomiting, bro. And like we kept like feeding him liquids for like 5 days. And because like he's Canadian, he has like socialized healthcare. He was like, I'm not going to a fucking hospital in America. Like I'm just not gonna do it. And so, dude, like by the 5th day, I was gonna try to force him. Like I started looking into it. I was like, dude, how can I get a Canadian to go to?
He has to be like dead already, like blacked out, passed out, fucking dying, and then you send him in the ambulance and charge him for it.
Dude, I wouldn't even do that. I just drop him in front of the hospital and then like take his identification. So hopefully they couldn't like charge him or anything. But
I guess that's true.
So around like day 3, he said he was like feeling a little bit better. So we went to like In-N-Out just because he never had it.
In-N-Out is not that great. It's not that great.
It's not. I think it's just there for like the ambiance and like the fact that it's like it's a limited like place, right? There's not a lot of them in the US.
Yeah.
Or in general. So fucking
hold on. We're going on a fucking side tangent here.
No, it's not. I'm telling you like the whole trip. Bro.
I fucking hate In-N-Out, and I hate all these Californians. They're like, bro, In-N-Out's the best fucking fast food ever. No, bitch, it tastes like a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger. They all taste the goddamn same. I'm telling you. They slap some fucking Thousand Island like salad dressing on there. Wow. Mind-boggling. No, it's just a fucking like McDonald's cheeseburger. They taste exactly the same.
It's not exactly the same.
Dude, there is never like I went to like 3 different places, had burgers from all over the place when I was in Cali. They're all about the same. There's not one that is far superior than the other.
So
like
fucking wrong.
No,
it has the worst.
I didn't go to fucking Sonic. Fuck Sonic. Sonic sucks ass. Sonic. The only reason to go to Sonic is for their drinks. They have a lot of like shakes and you know what? Fuck you, zombie. You're banned. All right, you're getting banned. But I'm telling you, like there is no huge vast difference between all the burgers I had out there. Or not like burgers that I didn't have like that I don't have at home. Right? I tried just different places. They're all this fucking chat is pissing me off. You're going down here. You go over here.
All right. But yeah, like, okay, so I completely agree that In-N-Out is definitely overrated, overhyped. It's a cool thing to do when you're in California, for sure. But I wouldn't be like, dude, I only go to California for the In-N-Out.
Like everyone,
nobody fucking does that.
No,
that's fucking weird.
Exactly. But if you visit California, you have to go to In-N-Out. But like, I swear, people in California talk about it like it's like the second coming of Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, no, like.
Like it's not, dude. It's not. It's just a normal fast food burger place.
Yeah. So
now
right, back onto the story. Let's go back into the story, bro. So like the first night, we do this like karaoke thing because like I hung out with some Koreans and like I have never done karaoke. I can't sing. Like I just have a nasally voice. Whatever. I had a great time. It was fun as fuck. My fucking girlfriend got so belligerently drunk the first night that she had this fat ass bruise on her arm the rest of the trip. And like, she was just vomiting all night. Like she fucking threw half of her body out of a car to go vomit. Like, I threw her in bed and I was ready to go to bed at some point at like 5 a.m. And like, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to go to sleep. So she rolls over on my side, vomits on my side, rolls back over to her side and like passes back out. I was like, this is disgusting. Whatever. I don't really remember how the second day. The third day is like when my friend said that he felt better. So he took a bite of like an In-N-Out burger. And then I didn't realize how violently this man was vomiting for 5 days. Like he vomited not only like the burger, but any liquid he had inside of him. And it filled up like an eighth of like a fucking plastic bag. Like it was just nonstop puking the entire time.
I would just get rid of that fucking bag. Were you out like in public?
Yeah, we were on the car ride back because he was like, dude, I'm not. I was like, okay, cool. So we just gave him a bag. So that is fucking gross. That's fucking gross. Yeah, it was so fucking bad. It was disgusting.
If it was me, I'd leave him on the side of the road.
Bro, so like,
say, hey, you're Canadian. You know, welcome to America, bitch. Good luck.
Welcome to America, dude. Like, I hope you make your way back home.
We're not that nice around here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, someone's super just super sick. And then we had like a little meetup with like me and a few friends, and we like one of our friends brought out his dab rig. And I don't know if you've ever heard or done dabs before.
I haven't, but I know what they're about.
Yeah, dude, that shit is just concentrated THC in wax. Like it went past like the physical flower form into fucking wax.
Oh wait, hold on, my camera's busted.
No, I mean it's working fine.
Oh, it like froze for a minute. Okay.
No, you're good. So like I took one hit of a dab, and have you seen the fucking Popeyes like biscuit meme?
No.
It's like one guy who's just like, Popeye's biscuit, and then like because it's so fucking dry, he like tries to like reach for his drink and like falls over and you hear the and then like the fucking screen like blurs out.
No,
that's exactly like what happened to me. Like my soul was trying to catch up to my body, and every time like they were about to connect and I was about to be a whole person again, my body would fucking hit the juke move, hit the spin move, the B button, and like I'm just like chasing my body, bro. I was like in the bathroom trying to die. There's a picture actually here. Let me. I can't show chat, but
I can't. Yeah, I mean I can't see it either.
Well, yeah, I know you can't. Not yet. Let me grab this. It's only gonna take a quick second. It's like super close up in this chat where I fucking died on this couch, bro. There it is.
Yo, Patrick straight up dead.
Straight up dead on a fucking couch. Like I'm high out of my mind, right? And also there was like a lot of like cocaine use. Like it was not fun.
Let's talk about your drug addiction, okay? This is a rehab center now, bitch. It's time for an intervention. Patrick, you're too addicted to fucking doing drugs, okay? It's fucked up. You know, we care about you here, Patrick.
I'm dying.
Like he's having his fucking midlife crisis, so he's out partying, doing as many drugs as possible because he knows he won't be around much longer.
Bro, look at that fucking picture, by the way.
Is it in the Discord chat? Where'd you put it?
No, it's in our DM.
Yeah, like in on what, Patrick? Okay, like Discord.
We only have one fucking DM that we really talk in. Sometimes you'll send me snaps, but that's it. The rest of the time we're just talking on Discord. So
that looks like a good time. Patrick is literally dead on a couch.
Dude, like I have like the 1,000-yard stare. Like I am so high.
Everyone else is smiling, having a good time. Patrick's just like...
It was so fucking bad. It was like a great time, but holy shit. Like for a good hour, I was not feeling like me at all.
But
so, yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking laying on the side of a couch just like this. Chilling. And then like I went to a beach, did a couple like food things, but mainly it was just to drink and chill out. It was great.
Did you have any of the crazy orgy sex and or foursomes? Possibly a foursome.
Nah, dude, like life is just I'm just meant to get cucked.
Patrick just
my girlfriend like is the one who's going to have like realistically have a threesome before me. And it's just what it is. And that's what you get for being
that's too fucked. This is like double standards, okay? If she gets to have threesomes, you get to have threesomes. That's how it works.
No, dude, she gets to have threesomes, and I just get to get cucked.
No, see, and this is when you bring up the divorce paper, you know.
Midway through the threesome, like mid-stroke, just be like, I'm done, and just like.
No, it's like she's about to cuck you, and you just hold up the piece of paper, and then just.
I guess.
You know.
Is that how you hold them together? That's how you hold the relationship?
Yeah, you know, if you have that threesome and I don't get to have a threesome, it's over.
It's over. So here's this.
So then I can go have a threesome.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and sign this. But like, my friend and I, who I've known for like 10-ish years, around the same time that I've known Zombie. We are planning a trip to either like Houston, Texas, or Miami. So that's still in the works, but we'll see how it goes.
Damn, you missed spring break in Miami. With the 8 p.m. curfew and all the crazy shenanigans down there.
Bro, I've seen it. I don't ever want to go to any city that's like known as like a party city, like fucking Florida, Miami, Panama City Beach. Like I don't want to go to any of that shit during spring break. I heard people like every year there's like 3 people that die.
Oh, of course.
Because they like get too drunk and they like fall off their balcony.
Or like fall off a boat and drown.
Or fall off a boat and drown, and it's never by like another person like fucking like stabbing them or like any of the things you hear about America. It's literally their own like demise because they're just too drunk.
Yeah,
like it's fucking wild. So yeah,
exactly. You'll be in there. You'll be a part of it. You'll be actually the guy driving the boat.
Dude, I'll be the guy in the fucking hot tub who's like face up or face down because like I'm too drunk and can't like tell my body to flip over.
And you're too short. You can't get your hands on the...
I can't get my... So like all they'll see is just like these little fucking hands above the like water surface.
Please.
Oh shit. Yo, speaking of fucking hot tub, can we talk about like the hot tub streaming thing that's been going on with
Twitch? The hot tub meta.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with Twitch?
Well, Twitch has been pretty bad the last couple of years. So, like, it was like cam girls, booby streamers, all of that for a while. That was the meta. If you just showed cleavage, got like push-up bras and shit, you were a top female streamer. But, they pretty much cracked down on that. They're like, you can't show cleavage, you can't show fucking too much leg, no cosplay, no sexy outfits or lingerie, nothing like that. But you can wear swimwear. If you're in a pool or at the beach, something like that, because that's what you wear at the beach or at a pool. So if they're IRL streaming, that's how they get around it. They just get a fucking hot tub and just sit in the hot tub, fucking showing all their their goodies, if you will.
But that's so fucking stupid. I hate that. Hot tubs are fucking disgusting. It's just a stew of nasty human juices. You're just sitting in there and it's circulating around you but
it's also really fucking hot, so
Yeah,
you're boiling your skin and all the bodily juices. Yeah, you're boiling your skin and all the bodily juices, as you put it, away. Hot tubs
it's still fucking disgusting.
I don't like hot tubs, dude. They're too fucking hot. I don't know how people do it. You know what it is? There's probably not even hot water. It's probably warm water or normal
and they don't even
temp
clean
water.
That shit, dude.
And then they probably don't, but I'm sure they have filters in the hot tubs.
Exactly.
But they probably put the water down because they also stream for a while. If you sat in a fucking hot tub for over an hour, your skin's gonna be melted off.
You're just gonna be a fucking human prune.
So they probably turn that shit way down to warm water and then just have it bubble so it looks like a hot tub, but realistically it's just like a pool.
Well, the thing is this, if you want to show your ass, just show your ass. But
then they'll get banned. That's the problem.
But that's so dumb. They'll get up. Not only will they get up, they'll write their fucking subscriber.
Well, they can't. They can
donating on their arm, and they'll.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the donation, you fucking virgin. And they'll just be like,
okay, whoa. You can't call people virgins anymore. No incel, no virgin, no incel, and no simp. You can't say that. So what?
I meant they were residents of the Virgin Islands.
Oh yeah, that's
you cut me off.
Oh sorry. But yeah, I don't know about the whole writing their names on themselves. I think that's too much. That's too far. And the whole hot tub streaming thing, I don't know. They don't want to I'm sure they'll probably do something about it eventually, but how do you do that without it coming off bad? It's
right?
One hot tub stream per month, or you're overdoing it.
I think that we should do a meetup and we'll set up a hot tub in your living room.
Yeah, let's do it in my living room. Yeah, good idea.
And we'll both sit there and then we'll just have the podcast. It'll be super casual.
Very casual. In my living room, in my house.
In your house.
I have an outside, right? I have a porch.
Yeah, but they never. I assume that they don't set it up outside. They probably do it inside, right?
That would be so messy.
Yeah, but it's because what I've noticed, it's not it's never a legitimate hot tub. It's the $200 inflatable ones you can get from Amazon, and I'm assuming they're just setting it up with a backdrop and just a pool floaty, and that's it. And it's
they just use a green screen to pretend they're outside, but it's actually just their living room.
Oh yeah, dude, that's exactly what I think they do. But I think it's so fucking weird because I was watching it because I was I think it was Rat IRL. He was watching one on a stream, and someone gave him a sub to her chat, and I sat there and watched for 5 minutes. I was dude, she's literally just being very uncomfortable, clearly uncomfortable, but clearly this is what's bringing in money. And it's just she's not even talking.
But it's
RL for the sub.
It's up to them to want to do it. She chose to want to do the hot tub streams to make money. Yeah, she's uncomfortable, but it's also her decision. She could just stop, but she wants the money.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that that it shouldn't be done. I just think that this is the weirdest meta.
Well, I don't know.
For Twitch,
because there were it's pretty bad, but it's not that much different than how it was before. There's a website that someone linked in the other Discord where it's you have to is it a streamer from Twitch or are they from ChatterBait? And 9 times out of 10 they're from Twitch and not ChatterBait. But they look exactly the same. Like, that's how it used to be. Like, but the problem is they have to do it on Twitch because Twitch has a much bigger audience for.
Yeah, which I agree. Because like
you'll make more money that way.
Like you know what you're getting yourself into, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you go on a Twitch, it's like this weird encompassing game IRL streaming.
It's kind of like a gray area where you don't like have to like get naked for viewers or something like on ChatterBait. Which I guess on ChatterBait you don't have to, but that's kind of like what's implied.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are you able to like legally or not legally? Like, is it against TOS to like advertise like in OnlyFans or anything in your Twitch?
Yeah, you can't advertise that subs get access to like OnlyFans or private Snapchats or something because there are people getting banned for that because they would sell their private Snapchat for a Twitch sub basically.
Yeah, and like to put it out there again, I don't think that there's anything wrong if you want to do a hot tub stream. I think it's just the weirdest meta. For Twitch.
I think you can promote like maybe you can do OnlyFans, but not sub only OnlyFans. You know. Like you can't sell you can't sell Twitch services for something else. So like someone got banned because they sold their VIP to a donator.
That's still so like weird. I don't know. Twitch is like super weird, inconsistent with their bans. Like you've heard this like 100 times. You know, like this is nothing new.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude. Like what is our next meta? You know, like. Can I just order a hot tub and do a little hot tub stream?
You can do it right now. It's not just a female only thing. Do it right now. Go on Amazon, order yourself a hot tub, sit in your living room shirtless. There you go.
No, you can't show nipple, right? Like I don't think you can.
Males can.
Males can?
Well, yeah.
I thought it was like all encompassing, like no nips at all.
No, I'm pretty sure because I think Critical or Charlie. I think he did it recently. I'm like almost positive I saw him do a hot tub stream recently.
Okay. Yeah, well...
It's because, like, it's like more acceptable for males to be shirtless.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not... I don't think... Well, I was going to say, I don't think males are sexualized, but they definitely are.
Oh, yeah, dude. Have you seen Hassan? He's an actual himbo. And I definitely objectify him. Like, for
you're
getting away with this.
You're a tier 3 Hassan sub.
Dude, I'm a tier 3 Hassan sub and a tier 3 gifter for Hassan sub. So like I love you, Hassan, please. Like you also just can't keep getting away with this. It's not fair.
Please be on our podcast.
Please be on our podcast. Please be on our 10 viewer podcast.
That's the life, bro.
Dude, it totally is. Speaking of himbos, bro, Lil Nas X. We are gonna bring a Lil Nas X podcast.
Now this is old news. This is old news, but we missed out on it because there hasn't been a podcast. And we talked about Lil Nas X before. Not streamer. He's a music artist, like rapper. He did the Country Road song, or what is it? Old Town Road, something like that. Anyways, he got into some drama recently because he made a music video for his song Montero that was like had like Satan in it, and he was like grinding on Satan, and like it was super sexual. And then he's like, you know what? We're selling Satan shoes. So they were like Nike shoes with like human blood and like pentagrams on it and shit. Well, he got fucking sued by Nike. Apparently the lawsuit, they got it settled. Basically, they just recalled the shoes. So they were never sold.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, it's kind of fucked up is that like you're allowed to sell an angel shoe, which that company has done before. But the second that it crosses over to like the devil, it's like a whole thing.
Well, yeah, because, like Christians are a majority.
Yeah, which I still don't fucking like understand.
We could talk about Christianity and religions another time, dude. That'll be a topical podcast. But Lil Nas X, he knows how to get like people's eyes on him. Like he knows how to get attention on like whatever the fuck he's doing. He's constantly like memeing on Twitter and trolling people on Twitter. And he made a video on YouTube, on his own fucking YouTube. He's like, "Hey guys, I just really want to apologize for all the all the shit I've done." And then he just plays the music video, the rest of the video. He cuts himself off and plays the music video of him grinding on Satan.
I love it.
He is such a troll.
Truly doesn't give a fuck.
He really doesn't. And I saw a video. He uploaded the song Montero, but you're at a party in the bathroom while the song plays in the other room. So he literally just uploads that shit to his YouTube. Like, he doesn't care. And he constantly does
he makes memes about it too. He's just like me when I have to settle this lawsuit from Nike, and it's like Squidward when he becomes homeless and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious. He definitely knows what he's doing and knows how to get attention.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like so many people were kind of like hate listening to the song because of like the music video and shit. So all you did was just put money in his pocket. Like it's so stupid. They're just like, you shouldn't be listening to this song. And other people are just like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a listen.
I mean, the song's kind of a banger, not gonna lie.
It is. It totally is. The chorus, pretty fucking good. The music video, biblically accurate up until
yeah,
he starts pole dancing down to hell. Like
yeah, from a Roman Colosseum, and then starts grinding on Satan and fucking kills Satan.
yeah, that part started getting a little weird.
It was all over the place.
Beginning part, like Adam Eve with the snake, like that worked. That was like accurate.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting for sure.
Yeah, and like honestly, all it just shows is that like Americans are so sensitive, especially like religious figure. Like religious Americans are the weirdest people I've ever met. Like so during 420, there's this guy who was sitting out like outside of like an Arby's of all places, like in Arby's with a sign that says Jesus loves you. Like don't smoke on 420. You're just celebrating the devil. And
yeah, it's the devil's lettuce, brother.
bro, like you know what I don't understand? The most religious people look like they're demons trying to escape their skin. Think about it. Like,
well, you know, like all like
religious person,
like super religious people are all like fucking cultists. So I mean, yeah, like if you really think about it, like you know, let's just talk about religion this episode. It like, especially if you grow up religious, it's very like normalized. But as soon as you look at it from an outside perspective, you're like, holy shit, these people are in a fucking cult and they believe in like witches and fucking wizards and shit. They believe some fucking dude like could just separate water and start fucking flying around and resurrecting people and shit. Like what the hell?
Which I fucking love.
And then people be like, they'd be looking at witches and be like, oh, that's the devil. And it's like Jesus does the same shit. He fucking like resurrects people.
And like honestly, the fact that they're still like they're still listening to books that are like thousands of years old, like the Old Testament, and like the New Testament.
Another thing with religion is really bad is everyone thinks their religion is the right religion. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's like so much fucking religious conflict that's going on, and like you hear about it all the time in the world, right? Like people are being persecuted because of like their religion, which is the stupidest. I think that's super antiquated.
I don't know. My opinion is like if you're religious, like it's fine, but don't shove your beliefs down my throat or like anyone else's throat. You know?
Exactly.
Like if you keep your beliefs to yourself and you do your own thing, that's fine. And if your religion brings you happiness, but if your religion brings you more suffering than happiness, then it's not good for you. But you're like afraid of the consequences.
Yeah. See, that's kind of like where I'm at, dude. And like. Yeah, God did kill a bunch of kids, honestly.
Well, you know, God killed, like, everyone because he, like, fucking flooded the earth because he was like, I don't like you. And, like, the Old Testament Bible God is, like, really fucking crazy compared to, like, New Testament. Like, there was, like, a story... Oh, God, I don't really remember. But basically, he would give, I think it was Abraham, like, the power to bless someone. And blessings were, like, literal, like, buffs in real life. Like, you would be fucking... You got buff. You got blue buff and red buff. You got double buff.
Yeah, homie was a fucking paladin in real life.
Exactly. You got fucking double buffs and baron buff if you got a blessing from God back in the day. Yeah. And then, you know, he would require sacrifices like cattles and shit, and he would be displeased if you got the shitty cattle. Like, it was some crazy shit.
I've never actually studied the Bible.
Oh, and he was also like there was like one scene. So the story of Cain and Abel. So Cain killed his brother Abel because God preferred Abel over Cain. And God cursed Cain so that he would be like immortal and have to wander the earth like forever. And he would never be able to be killed or harmed as like punishment.
Does that include like flat earth or like what?
Yeah. Flat. Yeah, he has to walk the one flat end to the other flat end forever.
Just fall off.
Yeah, and just fall off. Yeah, but then he doesn't die because he can't.
And then like as soon as he hits a certain point in space after falling off, he just respawns in Ohio and just does it all over again.
Speaking of Ohio, I don't know if we should talk about Ohio considering what just happened yesterday or the day before.
I actually wait. What happened?
There was a 16-year-old girl who was shot and killed by police because there was a call that she was threatening someone.
I'm done. Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, I just
yeah.
Ohio is like Utah because they're the super religious states.
Well, Utah is super Mormon, and Mormons are in a cult. Mormonism isn't a religion; that's a straight up cult.
Isn't that the one where they like ride on bikes and then every Sunday they'll just come knock on your door?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got Jesus?
Well, also like Jehovah's Witnesses do that.
Okay. Do they like fight? They meet up and just like fight?
Yeah, they ride their bikes and they fight. But don't worry, they can't get blood transfusions when they start to die. They don't believe in that.
I mean, you don't have to believe in it. It literally exists. Like,
that's not what I mean. You know, what I mean is that they will refuse it because it's a sin to get medical help.
That's wild to me.
They think like, especially like blood transfusions, they think it's like wrong to have someone else's blood, and like whatever happens to you is God's like will. So if you die, it's your time.
I didn't know anything about that. That's actually kind of wild. And do they make you follow that like super hardcore, or is it just like a person to person thing?
Well, like it depends on how much of a religious person you are. You know,
are they like if there's a Venn diagram, right, of anti-vaxxers, Mormons?
They overlap. They overlap.
Do they overlap? I was gonna say, like, do they overlap? I'm pretty sure.
They definitely. Yeah, no, they don't believe in vaccines either. Like, you can't get vaccinated. Like, you can't get any medical like treatment. Like, if you die, you die. Like, that was God's like choice to kill you that day because you got fucking the flu or some shit.
Yo, speaking of deaths, can we talk about like Prince Phillip and DMX?
Yes. So Prince Phillip straight up overshadowed DMX's death. They died the same day or like a couple hours apart or some shit like that.
Yeah, and because like
DMX, world-renowned like rapper. You know, world-renowned. Amazing rapper. Prince Phillip, just some fucking old British guy, right?
Just some old dude. That's really all he is just an old dude. Right?
And he's just some old fucking man looking like a Dark Souls hollow out here. 99 years old, fucking, like, literally, like, one pinky toe out of the grave. You know, if you saw the fucking picture of him, he looks like he's already dead. Like, I don't know.
Wait, you don't know who DMX? Okay, like, as a European, I think that would make sense that you don't know.
Yeah, X gonna give it to you, the rapper. Yeah. DMX, he was like an early 2000s, like, rapper that was really big.
Yeah, really big. And like he went to jail for I think like crack or something like that. And then came out and was just like, "Yeah, I don't do that anymore." And then that was a lie cuz homie did do that shit. He died of an overdose pretty much and he was like put in like a coma for I think a week. And then that's when they decided that like there wasn't enough brain activity to sustain him.
And then they brought him back as a clone just like Gucci Mane.
Oh yeah, dude. I fucking love that. The fact that like if you're in jail
So the royal family didn't like me talking mad shit. They cut off my internet. They came after me. Patrick's going to get a refill of coffee, so I might.
The royal family.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Did not like that hot take.
British people, they love the royal family. They're like, I'll die for the queen. Oi, mate. Fish and chip and all that. Like, no, dude, all they do is sit there and just fucking take your taxpayer dollars and just fucking sit on their, like, in their $1 million fucking mansions and palaces. And they just, like, look down and they're just like, oh, you're lesser than me because I inbreeded with my family, like, generations ago.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like the fact, I don't understand. I still don't understand the point of the royal family.
I don't know.
I feel like they're so useless now.
like there is no need for a royal family when they could just have like a normal government, which I'm sure like they like. I don't know anything about the government of the UK or whatever, but I'm pretty sure like everyone else is running what's going on, and the royal family is just there for like publicity.
And like, didn't they vote in like Boris Johnson?
What the fuck, like Boris Johnson?
That's their fucking prime minister or some bullshit like that. That's their version of a president. I don't
just figureheads only for show. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. They just sit there with their millions of pounds of British pounds
And it's just
And
like
people just,
I don't.
I don't get it. I don't know why people love them so much.
Is it because like the queen has been there since you were born, and then you're just kind of just
more.
okay.
What are you talking about? Since they were born, more like their fucking grandfathers were born. That bitch is like 1,000 years old.
Yo, she sucked the life out of Prince Philip.
Dude, she's literally a vampire. Dude, she's literally a vampire. And then look at him.
Prince Philip, like,
I'm telling
homie,
you.
he fucking had no soul. He was definitely a fucking hollow.
I told you. He literally looked like he had one pinky out of the grave. And the rest of his body was in the grave. He was gone.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I just, if they were to like be stripped of any like symbolism, they would just be rich people. Like that's all they would be, right? Like since they don't pass any laws, they don't like really do anything. They just hold this fancy ass castle.
Well, exactly like Finn said, they're just like figureheads. It's all for show, you know.
For who? Like who?
For the public, you know. But I just don't get it because like we don't have that shit. Like, we kind of do, in a way. I was gonna say we don't have that in America where we all like love the government and love the president. Like some people do, aka like Trump supporters. They like fucking freak out, which is ridiculous. But like most presidents, I feel like don't have like just love for all the citizens like the royal family does.
Hey, Zombie got a point though. She is single now. Hey, if you're trying to slide in,
Zombie, you could be her last one. What a fucking...
Like I'm trying to be Betty White's last. If anybody has any personal connection to Betty White, let her know that
that Patrick is willing to, you know,
I'm willing
be the last one. All right.
Yeah.
What were you?
I was gonna say something else regarding the royal family, but I like blanked out. So whatever. We'll just move on to our next thing, which is fucking when Dogecoin like skyrocketed for 24 hours, and everyone who invested in it at any point in the day within that 24 hours made money. Like that's fucking.
Some guy became a millionaire.
And some person put like $6,000 into it in like February, and they ended up becoming like a near like 10 millionaire. Like they almost hit like 10 million.
No, there was some guy who put like 160,000 in it. I think that might be what you're talking about. And he became a multimillionaire because he put it in the earlier this year, and he did like calls to end like last Friday, and he made like millions of dollars.
Which is fucking insane. You get taxed on that.
Or maybe it was Friday. Well, yeah, of course you do.
All right, wait. I gotta go into Betty White real quick. So Betty White is the last Golden Girl. Golden Girl is a show back in like the 80s with like 4 old ladies who were still like sexually active or whatever, and they would just like hang out and like day drink and chill and bitch about dudes. Well, Betty White was one of the older ones, and she's the last surviving Golden Girl.
She killed the other Golden Girl so she could be the final survivor.
Honestly,
last one standing.
You might be right because, like, look at all the other Golden Girls and then look at her. It's like the queen all over again.
Exactly. Like she like took the rest of their. Betty White was like 90 years old when Golden Girls was on, and now she's like 90 years old today. Like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
Age much.
She looks like, exactly the same as she did like fucking 30 years ago, and she's still going.
Dude, you want to fucking dust bones with fucking Margaret Thatcher? Bro, she actually looks like Emperor Palpatine with the wig on. Like, if that's who you want, like, hey, listen, that's all you. You got this. Well, I fully believe in you.
You guys are fucking freaks, dude. I would never get near an old
lady. You're a pervert, dude.
You guys are perverts. Talking about trying to be an old lady's last.
Jeez, Lord, dude. Fucking.
So let's go back. Okay, who the fuck cares about the Golden Girls when we could move on to Dogecoin?
You're right.
I don't know anything about cryptos or anything, so this is all you, bud.
I don't really understand too much about Dogecoin. All I know is that there's more Dogecoin that's pumped out each year than like anybody could really do with it. So the fact that it like skyrocketed is
it's because all those fucking memes that they want to get Dogecoin to $1 because you know it first came out it was like 0.00001 cents. And now
is that like the big thing? They just wanted to hit.
Yeah. And they're like, they keep trying to scam people on like TikTok and shit. They're like, look, if you buy this much Dogecoin for $100 and it gets to $1, you'll have $1,000. But no, like what would happen is by the time it got to $1, everyone who actually has a lot of Dogecoin would have already sold and like made a huge profit off of you. Like,
which is true.
it's a huge like fucking scam to try to get it to $1. And fucking Elon Musk, he's still trying to like get people
He's
to
the
buy into
meme
it.
king.
He basically controls the crypto market right now with his fucking tweets.
Yeah, pretty much. And like the fact that like Elon just like thinks of something and then will put it out in the universe and it just works for him. I don't understand it, dude. Like Tesla, great. SpaceX, like
Well, I think SpaceX is really good actually because like the government stopped funding for NASA. We already talked about this before. So there was like NASA didn't have enough money to do space travel or to like really do anything with space travel for many years now. And Elon Musk, out of just because he wanted to, used his money from PayPal to fucking start a company to help NASA like do shit in space. So I think that's a really good thing. The whole Tesla thing, I don't know. It's just a car, whatever. It is what it is. I know that people love Teslas, but it's just a fucking car, and it's also
they're full of features.
It was really hard for him to get into the car market though, because you know how hard it is to like sell cars and like have dealerships is like super. You have to go through all these like loopholes and all this shit to start a new company to sell cars.
There's a lot of regulations with that.
Exactly. So he had to like. That's why you have to get Teslas at like a Tesla place, not through a dealership.
Yeah. And did you hear about like the recent crash? There was like some person who went to a high-speed crash because they put on autopilot and it like drove them right into a tree. Like
that's pretty funny because they're probably being a dumbass and not having their hands on the steering wheel. There like, was a guy who they don't call it autopilot anymore because of like the death that happened a couple of years ago.
The implications of it?
Yeah, they call it like assisted driving or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Because there was a guy who put it on autopilot and fucking it tried to merge into a lane under an 18-wheeler and decapitated him.
Shit.
And so they're just driving around with the fucking headless guy in the Tesla, like, making right turn.
Fucking trauma.
And like, yeah, the kids in the fucking minivan next to it are just screaming.
Yeah, dude, like the assisted driving. So what happened was that like some guy fell asleep. It was two people. I think it was like one person in like possibly the back seat and then another person in the passenger seat. And they just turned on assisted driving and it went off and went haywire and just fucking high speed, drove into a tree, killed both people. And like Tesla was like, oh no, they were supposed to like there's no way that's possible because you need to have someone in the driver's seat and someone who's touching the steering wheel every 10 seconds, otherwise
it'll like, which is also super dangerous because if you do that, what it does is it literally slows your car down to a stop and puts hazards on in the middle of like a road instead of pulling off to a side, I guess, which seems super dangerous because if you just fucking like, I kind of understand like that makes sense because if you need help, like you're dying, like someone will come and see what's wrong probably if they're like right behind you. But if you're going like 70-80 miles an hour on the fucking like freeway or like an interstate, and you just slow down to a fucking stop, that is going to cause a couple wrecks.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like the thing is that like there were a lot of TikToks of people who weren't even in the driver's seat using the assisted driving, and so like that's being like
yeah, they probably just fucking like lean over and fucking like tap it. Yeah, I don't know. There's still a lot of like things that'll have to be worked out with it eventually, but. Speaking of like car wrecks, I had a fucking crazy experience going to work on Monday. So I'm driving to work, I'm almost there, and this car in front of me, their fucking tire just fucking explodes right in front of me. I was like, what the fuck? Like they're driving, right back tire, boom! Fuck goes flying this way, and then like you just see like flames and like the metal scraping the ground, they just pull off to the left.
Jeez.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, they put too much air in their fucking tires. That shit exploded.
Oh, yeah, dude. But, like, and Teslas are, like, perking, like, rich idiots. That's, like, and what happens to that wealth? Like, if you don't have a will, what happens to that money? Does it just kind of go back to the government?
No. It probably goes, like, to the next family member in line.
Okay.
So, parents, something like that.
That would make sense. But what if you're like alone? What if you're just like been alone your whole life and then you just die?
Oh, and then it just probably goes like the bank like repossesses it then, and then they'll just fucking do something with it, or they'll like repo the car and just get rid of the car. I'm sure it happens a lot.
not speaking of Logan Paul specifically, but that Jake Paul fucking
that fight.
I think he's like 3-0 now.
Well, you know that fight, like the fight lasted like 40 seconds. First off,
and if you paid for
and the guy who lost had like beaten like a ton of people before. You know, like he did not lose to Jake Paul. Seriously, he intentionally threw the fight because there's videos of him walking off the stage literally with the biggest smile on his face because he made so much fucking money. But to throw that fight, he would have made more money like throwing it than he would have if he won the fight. And it was clearly like staged and fake just to like boost Jake Paul's career.
And it's also like Triller. So Triller is a company that Jake Paul is invested in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, there's no way if you're like a serious fighter, you walk off a stage losing to Jake Paul smiling if you're not being paid millions of dollars. So super sketchy, super fake, but I don't really give a fuck about fighting. I think it's super fake. And the Paul brothers, who cares about them, to be honest? They got lucky with fucking Disney Channel shit.
Yeah, they definitely like...
A bunch of fucking like no names.
Yeah, pretty much.
So my fight with Patrick will last 30 seconds. Oh, true.
With him knocking me out. Zombie talks about this all the time. Like,
you got look. Here's what we're gonna have a meetup in Dallas, Texas, and we're gonna have a fucking. You guys are gonna fight, and I'll stream it. I'll be the caster.
You're just gonna hold. It's just a laptop that you're like held over this.
I'll have like my phone. Camera. I'll just have my phone and be like, "Oh my god, he hit him!"
Oh! Like you'll just drop the phone, and like nobody will really know who won except all the people there.
Exactly.
So it would just be like 3 months of me and Zombie just fucking duking it out online, saying that like knock your ass.
Yeah, actually, right now you could beat his ass. Zombie's been sick for a couple of weeks. He hasn't been boxing, practicing, nothing like that. You beat his ass right now.
Yeah, I thought he had COVID or something.
Yeah, he doesn't have COVID. He has like pneumonia. Actually, he might have COVID because he also has pneumonia, which is like some people that have COVID get pneumonia right after or during.
Yeah, fuck 360, 244p. Yeah, get like a 2008 laptop and just use the webcam.
Well, dude, my fucking stream is like 648p, like some whack ass like number for no reason. I need to go back to old OBS. OBS Streamlabs is like dookie. Oh wait, they don't have old OBS anymore. They got rid of it.
Wait, did they really?
Yeah, they got rid of old OBS for the new Streamlabs OBS, which is fucking dog shit. It's so bad.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at OBS.
I'm pretty sure they haven't updated it in a long time.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, like Streamlabs, I don't know. Something about Streamlabs, it's not as consistent as OBS is. Not a big fan of it.
I don't know. I'll take a look. It's like, first off, the title never wants to update, even though it says on my end that it's saved. Because like when you hit go live, you can change the game and the title and all that. Never saves. It either doesn't save the game or it doesn't save the title, and then I got to redo both of them. Like, after it's already been fucked. And then, like, the settings, I have it literally set to 1080p all the time. I don't have it downscaled, but it automatically downscales it to 648p. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know, it's fucking stupid. It's almost as stupid as the people who fall for scams. Alright, let's talk about it. Nigerian print scams. Who falls for this shit? Some lady lost, like, I think she lost, like, what was it? Like, some ridiculous amount of money to a scam. It was like $3 million or something like that.
Because she was trying to be a good Samaritan.
Because, like, how? How do you fucking, like, fall for these scams or people that call you and they're like, oh, your car's warranty is no longer extended. You owe us billions of dollars.
Bro, they're getting crafty. They're getting real fucking crafty.
My phone literally just, like, says it's a scam number. So it like, automatically blocks it for me.
Mine won't do that automatically, but I think that like I don't know, like do they get a collection or like a 7 cent fucking payout every time they call a number successfully? Like, who is calling all these numbers and why? There's no way that you're making bank.
Well, actually, they actually do make a lot of money if they don't get caught. There was like a video that I saw recently. It's probably a Vice video where they like tracked down like a scam, and basically they had someone believe that she, like, what was it? She was gonna get like a sum of money for like some reason, but she had to send money first. So they hired like a proxy to go and deliver a package and like to get the money from the lady. And then they would take it to the headquarters, and then they would give them some money first to get more money out of them. So they would believe it was real because they got money the first time. So then they'd put more money back in, thinking they'd get even more money back. And then they just never hear back from them again. Or like they'll log into their bank account information. Oh, I remember. There was one that happened to this old like grandma. She thought that there was like a transaction on her bank account because she like installed like TeamViewer for like this dude to like help her with her computer virus or whatever. And then logged into her bank account and edited the web page. So she couldn't see that he was editing the web page to add money into her account. So he added like a false like value to her bank account number.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then she was like, and he was like, lady, like I'm gonna get fired. Like holy shit, like this was a huge accident. Like please, like I really need this money back. And then he would get the grandma to sit like feel bad and give them the money because she like thought he actually fucked up and was gonna lose his job. And like there's just all these ways that people get around, but like I don't know. I feel bad for people that don't understand technology, but if you don't understand technology, then maybe you shouldn't have it, you know?
Yeah, but then that's how like misinformation and shit, all that shit goes. That's how you get fucking your grandma saying that like Biden is the actual Antichrist and will ruin this whole nation. Like it's just fucking weird. We're in this like
look, I don't know. Grandmas don't need technology, to be honest.
They don't.
They really don't.
They keep baking.
They don't need TVs either. Okay, just like one channel like TV of just old timey shows. Like no news. They don't need to look at the news because they just believe everything they see. It's terrible. But like, yeah, I feel bad for people that don't understand technology. But you also just have to be completely like incompetent to fall for like some guy calling you on the phone, getting you to download a bunch of stuff on your computer. You have no idea what it's doing, and then like showing all your information to some stranger. Like it's literally like stranger danger. You know, you don't tell someone your information, where you live, your name. You you just don't do that. Like in general, you would never do that in public. If you saw some random guy, you wouldn't just give him your information.
Yeah, well, like the thing is not even just that. It's just that like what I think it was Finn. Yeah, what Finn said is that they rarely crack down on the scams because it's just like there's no real effort. You know what I mean? There's no real point to bringing it down because it's just like they're just gonna start up another call center in some bumfuck warehouse in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and do it again. Well,
and just do it again, and like you can keep going with it, but in a country that doesn't like really regulate its place, like for example India, it's just a losing battle, you know.
So that's why they're all Indian callers because it's safest there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. It's like some of the scams. It's just like 3 people in an anonymous fucking place in the middle of like this slum neighborhood, and I don't know. It's just not worth that effort, I guess. So
yeah, I don't know.
Now we just got to deal with fucking spam callers for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
that's
but
another reason.
This is why you should all switch over to Google Pixel the phone because it automatically blocks the scam numbers. It lets you know who the scammers are.
It's more. I don't think it's the phone. It's more of your network provider or your not your ISP, your cellular like provider.
No, it's definitely the phone.
No, because I get those like.
Because all my other phones have never told me it's a scam call.
Oh, okay.
It's only this one. Yeah, and this one, like I said, it blocks the numbers for me. It goes scam call.
I mean, like so does my phone.
Boom,
it's just like sometimes some local ones from like my area code, they just get through sometimes, but.
Really well, you know, they also like fake, like they like spoof numbers that have the same area codes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's like a super common thing. So I don't know, poor grannies out there. I wish them the best.
You had reminded me of something though. What the fuck? What was it? I was gonna talk about it. Think brain.
See, this is exactly how it was with the royal family. I'm like, I had some shit to say, and then I can't. I fucking forgot.
Yeah, it was something about a phone or scammers or something. Oh, my camera's super.
Well, it's okay because we've hit our hour mark.
No, we're not done yet. We got one more thing to talk about. We got one more topic.
One more thing. Okay.
Let me. We're good.
If you remember, because like I got nothing. I got actually
vaccine passports. What the fuck is a vaccine passport?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I remember we were talking about this. So fucking vaccine passports for those who are not in the US. I don't know how it is outside. It's what it is like if you get vaccinated for COVID, and you have like the card and stuff, like it's gonna determine if you're able to fly in and out of like the country or like going wherever, to show that you're not as big of a threat to society as someone who isn't vaccinated. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, they're just like, oh yeah, who wants to fucking do that? It's just another way for the government to track you, and as if like people don't have their ID scanned or like have cell data that's just pinging off of towers, so they like know
their location on their cell phone all the time. We talked about this in the past, like people who use like fucking 30 VPNs and shit. Cough cough Mudahar from some ordinary gamers.
Yeah, so like
you're already carrying around a phone with your fucking location on 9 times out of 10 because like whatever apps you're using want to know your location all the time, And people that like freak out, mainly Google, Tinder. But I don't know, like why are people so afraid? I guess of like
because it's the same people who are like, as long as the government is only oppressing the group that I don't like, I'm pro-government. But the second that the government does something that I don't like, I'm against the government.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they always make a big like the government can't control me, blah blah blah. Like it's the same people who fall into that same shit. It's like where we said earlier it was like Trump supporters where they're just like, yeah, as long as the government is stopping Democrats from doing XYZ, like I'm okay with it. But the second they want to touch my gun because of our 17th mass shooting this month.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. This last like 2 weeks, every single day has been a shooting somewhere, like school shooting, the FedEx shooting, Walmart, like every day, like it's gone back to how it was, but it's just so fucking bad. Like,
and nobody wants to do anything about it. The second that like one group always talks about it, it's like the other group is just like, you're not going to take my fucking guns.
But it's also like really hard to do anything about it now because of how many guns are in circulation. It's like,
oh yeah, 100%. Like I know you have to like register and everything, but like it's very easy to
and anyone that has a gun is probably not going to want to just give it back.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like, I heard someone say something about a buyback program, which sure, some people will do it, but especially like no one in the South is going to do it.
Yeah, because they just fear. Like it's just always fear based, and I just don't I don't get it, dude. It's just like it's an easily preventable solution, right? And a lot of these people are just like, oh, well, if I had my gun, like I would shoot the killer, and it never happens in all of these shootings. Especially like in these places where you can open carry and you can have firearms, it's never another person being like, I shot the gunman. You never hear that, ever.
You know who Dan, what's his last name? Something with a B, like Brazilian or something. It's not Brazilian, but it's Dan...
Bilzerian.
Yeah. Did you see Jay Aubrey's video on him?
Yes, I did. Where
dude, he was at the Las Vegas shooting, and he kept bugging police officers to give him a gun because he is retired Navy. Well, he was actually discharged from the fucking Navy. He wasn't even like, he didn't even serve. And he's like, I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get the shooter. Like, dude, they're like, leave me alone. Like, there's people dying. And he's
like, I don't know you. Like, why would I give you?
He's like, yeah, exactly. The cop's like, I don't know you. Like, you're literally interfering with what's going on right now. Like, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. And Dan Bilzerian's like, give me a gun. I'm a retired Navy. Like, I'm gonna get the shooter.
Yeah, with a fucking pistol while homie has a fucking sniper.
Yeah, shit's fucking.
And like, it's so stupid, and it's really just defeating because it's just like. These are the same people who want to be a hero so fucking bad. It's like the saddest display of I'm gonna be the fucking hero of the day. No, you're not. Like you're never gonna have your gun on you when this shit goes down. And like even if you did, I guarantee you wouldn't fucking like try to stop. You would worry about your own safety first.
Yeah.
So honestly, these people are just like fucking weirdos. They're fucking weirdos and dweebs, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
fucking hate them.
I remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, the people that are like, oh, the government is microchipping us. Like, you already carry your fucking phone around with you all the time with your location on. A microchip's not gonna make
Have
any
your
fucking
social security card.
Yeah, exactly.
Have your ID and license.
There is going to be no difference between if you're microchipped or not, you know? And some people, they're like, oh, it's the Antichrist. He's chipping us. It's the devil's mark, brother.
Yeah, as if like they haven't been having vaccines for all of their shit since like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like, I don't know. It just fucking blows my mind, dude.
And then people believe that like the vaccine like doesn't work or like why is there so many vaccines and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's
so
like, I don't know. Just get vaccinated. Who cares if you're gonna get like your arm's gonna hurt? Oh no, my arm.
Yeah, they're just like
there was like what was it? So the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is the one-shot one, there were 6 cases of people having blood clots, and only like I think 1 person died. 6 out of how many people got the shot? It's like that was a super like rare like case and a low number, and yet people are
that's
scared.
A statistical like failure though. That's the thing is like the vaccine, like even the 4 people who had temporary Bell's palsy with like one of the vaccines, where like their face was like paralyzed for I think like 2-3 days.
Yeah,
that's still a statistical failure because like there's still flaws in this publicly owned vaccine. So I kind of get that,
but I feel like there's
like, you have other options.
There's also, like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, there are side effects to every vaccine, whether they're, like, major or minor, there are side effects.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, yeah, what fucking Finn said, it's just like, I'd rather die from COVID than get the vaccine. Like, all right, then.
Like,
see ya. Like,
they had, like, recalled the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and it's like, I heard some people talk, they're like, well, I got it right before they recalled, so I'm set, I'm good. It's like, yeah, that's great. You got the fucking shot that they recalled, and they're never gonna like hand out again for another like couple of months at least until like they, you know, figure out what the hell is going on. But and then there's people that don't want the vaccine because they feel like, oh, like there's just a bunch of downsides to getting vaccinated, but it's like there's a lot more upsides to it. Like smallpox, for example, is like, well, it's a great example. So many people got vaccinated. Smallpox literally has been eliminated at this point.
Yeah, but they never want to bring that up, right?
Exactly, they never want to bring it up. So if you get vaccinated, you know, the COVID virus isn't going to have like a fucking chance to mutate and fight against the vaccines. Like that's how it happens. Is like if not everyone's vaccinated, the virus will mutate off someone who isn't vaccinated to like infect someone that is. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, fuck them, dude. I'm just over. Like honestly, what it is just like Americans are so fucking sensitive, and they like to project that there's this fucking we're a fucking nation of alphas who will protect their own, and it's like God over country, and it's just these people are like super inconsistent.
Yeah.
So fuck it. And with that being said, we are finished. I have some work stuff to do, so I'm gonna go complete that stuff. But maybe at some point this weekend I'll stream. I don't know. It's been like a month, so I like to do it like once a month. You know?
Yeah, a nice once a month kind of stream. That's feeling like me right now.
Hell yeah,
once
dude.
a week. I'm gonna take a short break, get some lunch, and I'll come back and I'll stream. But thanks for watching this episode of the To Be Determined podcast.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. I love you. I love all of you.